Sunita, Ram, and Ali, they are very excited because they recently got very good marks in their 12th examination and they are planning to go to the university. They will be the first time going to the university and they are making their own plans that we will do this and what will be the studies, and they're very excited with this. However, the decision is pending to the third empire because several state governments is still deciding whether they shall open it or not. Delhi government is still working on that. The Punjab University has declared that they will go with the online teaching. The Himachal Pradesh educational institution will be closed till 22nd of August. So decision is still pending. So the question arises, university or school should be open? My name is Dr. Amin Mannan. I welcome all of you. Please watch till the end. I will give my perspective and whether it should be open or not, because the students are kind of excited. They should say that we've been those who are in a continuing students, they are saying no, it should be open, reopening in 2022. We are excited to go to the university, and Sunita, Ram and Ali, those who are actually going first time to the university. So some students is saying that ask the students, take a survey, take the survey of their parents, you will get a very clear idea. However, some of the parents and some of the students is saying no, it is safe that we should keep our children's, or the students itself is deciding that we should remain in the home. Some students are even claiming that the schools and colleges want to open because they need fees. They are not getting the full fees for this. The officials is making plan of this. Now, as a teacher, I am going to tell you as teachers' perspectives, what a teacher thinks. As a teacher, I will give my viewpoints here. Now, if you look into a very classroom, it is a very closed scenario. Whether it is a 30 students classroom or a 60 or 100 or 200 or even more bigger classrooms, it is fully packed. We are the most vulnerable groups as a teacher and as a students, because the scenario is something like that, when in a full mode. Where will be the social distancing at this place? Will that be possible? That's a very big question mark here. Now the people is saying that we have been vaccinated twice, we are fully vaccinated, so we are safe. Recently in the news that it has been reported from Kerala that 40,000 people who are COVID positive, they are fully vaccinated. So the vaccinations comes into a question because it doesn't give you full protection. Where is the prophylactic medicines? Where is the therapeutic medicines into picture? So still this is again a very big question mark. University, now the Grants Commission has already issued its guidelines even in November 2020. November 2020 say that these should be the followed, like 6 feet distances should be maintained. So they have given very good guidelines, but at the same time there are certain theoretical guidelines which is not possible according to my opinion. This is my personal opinion. Like they have stated in their guidelines that in hostels no two students can be in the same room. Now will the university or the school is going to make a new infrastructures? What about the people who are coming from the remote areas? What about the girl students? Well, will not be they given the hostels? That's again a big question here. So what is my opinion here? You may differ from my opinion. I will still go with not the cross mark, that is the schools or universities should not be open for the time being. That is my viewpoint. You may differ. Please write your comments in the comment sections. Now some people might argue here is that zero COVID. Are you looking for a zero COVID? Zero COVID is something like a zero carbon. No, I'm not saying like will be zero COVID, but for sometimes we have to adapt to the situation. We have to acclimatize with the situations. So what are the solutions? One of the solutions which I can think of is a blended learning. Blended learning is sometimes also fall in the preview of a flipped classroom. Now if you look into, there are two modes of learning. One is the one-to-one classroom teaching, where a teacher is teaching the students the picture which I showed to you in the earlier slide, or in the e-learning base where there is a predefined audio recordings or a DVD or a video recordings which is running in a parallel. But blended learning is actually an amalgamation of both the things. It is a blend of both the things, where there is a live interactions, where a teacher is teaching the class and the students is interacting with the teacher. They can ask these questions to the teacher. So this is, in fact, in some of the places this is actually going on, and I would promote that this should be the method of the teaching. Now they can, now the question arises, some people maybe, or the continuing students is saying that we have been fed up, we have to continuously sit down for hours in the mobiles or with the laptop, and it might be hampering my eyes. Now I'm saying that if you have been vaccinated, so you can occasionally visit and meet with your teachers, with your professors in the university, have a one-to-one discussion in a physical way, because nobody can blended learning cannot able to surpass the face-to-face teaching. The aura, the environment is totally different, and I agree with that. But what is the solution? This solution is that you can combine the online teaching with the interaction with the students in phase manner. One can go and visit the schools and clear the doubt in a face-to-face with the teacher, not in one go. Now some people might argue here is that what about the problems and the situations where they don't have the internet connection? Now I don't have a very definite answer for that, but what is one of my suggestion will be that if the classroom strength is less, if the number of the students is less, then they can be seated in a different locations with a different feet distance, and then they can be taught inside a classroom. For those who are having a network issues or there is a online issues, then this should be followed. In fact, some of the universities, they have made this guidelines that they will go with the both the modes, means those who want to come to this class, they can come, and those who want to study from their home, they can study from their home itself in an online mode. Now then that becomes, in fact, the UGC guidelines is saying that the hours of the school or the university should be increased. From a 5-day teaching, it should be 6-day teaching. Now those people who is saying the university is now charging the fees, now one has to see from a teacher's perspective that he or she has to stay a longer times, a longer hours has to be seated, and one should support them. Okay. So now if you look into why I'm saying this, because if you look into the graph of the second wave in May, this is a very peak which we see. So now yes, there are good recovery, like 99% people have recovered, but several people have lost their lives. Like personally, I have several of my relatives, they died during the second wave, and the ICMR and the think tanks and the medical bodies are saying that the third wave is inevitable, means it is going to come. When it is come, that is unpredictable, but someone is saying is that it could be in August end or it could be September. So my suggestion here is that be patient. Some things takes time. We have to adapt to this COVID-19 situation for a time being. Friends, if you like this my viewpoints, please subscribe the button, subscribe the channels, please share with your friends, and please keep the like icon button. If you do not agree with my points, please put the comments so that I can be benefited, the other students and other teachers can be benefited. With this, thank you very much. Jai Hind.